and I'm gonna have to clean poop off on that. I don't want to clean poop. That's just not one of the things I enjoy in life. Hi everyone, welcome back to my next video. Well, today we're going to talk about that universal subject, pooping. You can't get a group of van dwellers together before the subject of poop comes up. Today we're going to look at what's becoming one of the more popular ways to poop is with a composting toilet. This one is made by a German company named Boxio. For some reason, everybody who makes a composting toilet, as soon as they slap the name composting on it, they think it's made out of pure gold. I don't understand that. I mean, a cheap composting toilet is $600. A Nature's Head is over $1,000, and it's just a great big chunk of plastic. So, you know, if you have the $1,000, they're good, they're great, but man, I'd rather have the $1,000 in my pocket. So Boxio has come out with a competitor. It's about $250. Okay, let's take a look at it. I've not opened this before. I've just seen videos on Amazon, and there it is, the Boxio. So that's the size of the box. Continuing to come in here is a container, like a Rubbermaid container or a Sterilite container. The idea behind this is you put your medium in here. So you could have topsoil would be a medium. Coconut core is probably one of the most popular right now. Or you could get sawdust or bags of topsoil. Oh, look at this. This even sent the medium with it. This is 100% plant-based hemp litter. This is just the lid. Bags. It sent bags. These are biodegradable bags. This is the frame. It's a diverter. For men, having a diverter is not that big a deal. It isn't for me. I don't have an issue, you know, normal male anatomy. It doesn't have a problem with mixing the two. You can separate the two pretty easily. But women, of course, it's a whole other different story. There are anatomical differences. Another bag. They sent me 2 bags, so I'm really happy with that. By medium, I mean you mix it with the poop. You put some in, you poop on that, you put some more on the poop, and it absorbs the odor and it helps it break down and compost. And this is the container that holds the poop. This is the container that holds the urine, pee, poop and pee. That's a pretty small pooper. Now, of course, no one would ever fill this at one time, I'm hoping. You should see the doctor if you take one poop and fills this. It's still pretty small. So there you go, and then nothing else, just the frame. It seems to be, you're going to be sitting on this frame. Oh no, there's the lid for one or the other of them. It's just a box. It's just a, you know, it looks an awful lot like a milk crate. And then you put in, first, you'll put in your urine container. Then you'll put in your pooper. And then this goes on. And a lot of people complain about this, that it's too low. And you can see for a toilet, this is very, very low. So they sent us an extension, which does nothing in the world but make it taller, as far as I know. I guess you could keep your bags in there. Oh yeah, you could use it as storage, keep an extra box, a bag of that in there. So then it goes on there, and it gives us these clips. So the clips, so I just snapped that on, and now I put them on there, and now I've got an extension. It also comes with a stopper. The stopper goes in there, and then it has 2 lids, and now it's got a lid, so that when you carry it, you're not spilling it all over yourself, and it isn't stinking. And the other one has it's like a big washer. Screw on the lid, and then you put it in a container that acts as a gasket. So this is sealed tight, and the odor doesn't come out. So when you put in the stopper, oh, that's how it works. Yeah, this is the gasket that keeps the odors from coming out from the urine. It's a diverting toilet, and it's not any more composting than any other toilet, except that they have sent you the medium to do the composting with. It's got 4 holes and 4 little tiny screws, and you put screw through it. A lot of assembly is required, and for 250 bucks, it seems to me I'd need less assembly. These they could have put these on. So I got these put in, and I see now what they're for. When you drop this in, they land. There's a notch there, and now it's secure. I was having a lot of problems with that, and so that's the solution. Now it's very secure. It pops right on. That lines up the entrance hole with that perfectly. Now it's good. Okay, the last thing we have to do is, this is the lid, and it goes on like this, but it doesn't come with a hinge. Well, it does come with a hinge. This is the hinge. You have to tie it on. Really, really strange. 300 bucks. I thought they could have given me some kind of hinge, but other than a piece of string. So that's what we're going to do, and you need 2 of them, and they only send you 1. So I'm assuming that they want you to cut it. So I'm going to cut it. I have to burn this, or else it'll fray, because it's just paracord. I think the thing to do would be to go from the top down. Then you can see there's a hole here. It's gone through this hole, and you have to go now through this hole. And then you're going to tie a knot to hold this thing on. Will that work? Yeah, that's it. Good grief. I think this is really poor. That you're just using, of course, it works, and paracord's strong. It will probably last forever. There's the lid. Okay, so my opinion is, first thought, I haven't used it, only time will tell, that there's no way this isn't going to get poop on it. I mean, maybe you guys don't ever have splatters, but I have splatters, and there's no doubt that eventually I'm getting poop on this, and I'm gonna have to clean poop off on that. I don't want to clean poop. That's just not one of the things I enjoy in life, and that's one of the reasons I use a bucket and a bag, because with a bucket and a bag, I never clean poop. This is going to have urine in it, and yes, it's going to drain, but it never drains all the way. So this is going to start to stink. That's just, it has to. So you're going to have to be taking this thing off every so often and cleaning out the poop and the pee. I don't know if they all, well, I guess it's the nature of a diverting toilet, because the urine has to hit this. At any rate, the quality is adequate. It's German, and I think of German things as being superb. From what I've seen so far, this is adequate. I'll use it, and I'll tell you what the results are of my using it, and we will go from there. Okay, let's use it. I won't inflict that on you, and come back with a report of using it. Okay, so now I'm going to give you my final thoughts on the Boxio. Should you buy it? That's always the bottom line. Well, I think that's not really the question when it comes to this toilet. The question is, do you need to spend the extra money to get a composting toilet? What does that mean? A lot of people throw the phrase around composting toilet all the time. And if you study them a little bit, you'll realize they do not compost. At best, they start you on the process of composting. The question is, do you need a composting toilet? And if you do, is this the composting toilet you should buy? Well, I think the first answer to that is it's by far the cheapest. So most composting toilets start at $500, go up to $1,000, and even more. I know that's crazy, but you can pay more than $1,000 for a composting toilet. Should you buy a composting toilet? Well, to my mind, no. At $1,000, I wouldn't buy that. For me, as a man, and I don't have a problem with separating my urine from my poop, from my feces. So, no. My opinion is that if you're a man and you don't need the urine diversion, then no composting toilet is worth the money. I've been using a bucket for 20 years, and I will continue to use a bucket. You know, $5 if you have to go to Walmart and buy one, or $250. That's an easy equation for me. I'm using this. However, if you do need urine diversion, or you do want, for environmental reasons, let's say, that head start on composting, really these things do not compost, they dry. Drying is the first step in composting, but really that's all they do, is they dry it. Why wouldn't you buy this? If you don't need the urine diversion, this is $250 thrown in the toilet, because literally thrown down the toilet, because you don't need this. So only if you really want the advantages of a composting drying, really this is a UDDT, urinary diversion drying toilet. Why would you still not buy this, although it's half the price of any other composting toilet? The quality of this thing seems very suspect. Yes, you're paying half the price, but boy, it's nowhere near the quality of even a $500 composting toilet, much less a $1,000 composting toilet. The material just isn't very thick. It's thin. It flexes, and the fact that they couldn't even give you a hinge, they gave you paracord as a hinge. That just seemed silly to me. It was originally, what happened was it came out and it was too short, but without the extension, look how low that is. See, here's a 5-gallon bucket, and I think that's about the right height. It's 3 inches lower, and that's a problem. But they give you the extension. Whether you pay extra for it, I'm not sure. But the way it attaches is with these little clips, and these little clips will not stay on here. They just pop off. As far as the urination device, the separation, it does well. I have no complaint whatsoever about the separation. The bucket is very small. This is your poop bucket. It's very small. Your urine bucket is pretty good. Quality of this is okay. It's going to do the job. Altogether, the quality is very, very suspect, and it's certainly not a $250 item. Now, here's another thing for me. I don't like having to clean toilets. One of the reasons I live in a van is so I don't have to clean house or toilets. I got to keep everything neat and tidy, and every so often I'll sweep it out. But I don't want to do a lot of housework. That's why I live in a van. This is going to require cleaning. First off, you're urinating right in here, so you're going to have to spray this down after every urination and to try and get it clean. What I don't like about the feces area where you drop your feces is it's not a very big hole, and splatter. You don't have any room here at all. The bag isn't in here. The bag goes on this. I tried putting a bag out here, but then you can't really do the urine diversion if you've got a bag in here. And so for me, I wouldn't buy or use any composting toilet because they're of no value to me. So those are the disadvantages that I see. Keeping this thing clean is going to be an extra work. You're going to be handling and touching feces, probably. I don't like that at all. Probably. I'm exaggerating the cleanliness problems. You can just probably get it all figured out. So it works. It's minimal quality. For $250, it's half priced of any other. It could work super well for you. If you're a lady or a guy who just has to have that urinary diversion, quality, poor, compared especially to the high quality of some of the others, but good enough. I doubt if it's going to break on you anytime soon. I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll talk to you later. Bye now.